So I'm now more than a day removed from seeing Dolittle, and I want to give you guys my thoughts and feelings on what the movie was like. And I'm going to give you them right after this. So now then, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day, just like me. And today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Robert Downey Jr. vehicle, Dolittle. So I made a trip to the cinema in Woodhall Spa yesterday to go and see Dolittle, also known as Dr. Dolittle, the remake of the Eddie Murphy movie, and a very, very, very ancient movie and a book by Hugh Lofting. So Dolittle was directed by Stephen Gaghan, who wrote Steven Soderbergh's film Traffic, which was based on a UK Channel 4 series, as well as Syriana, which he wrote and directed himself. He's also known for writing for Call of Duty Ghosts, this piece of shit.
So what we wanted to do is create a cast of characters that you really felt more emotionally attached to. We had the opportunity to work with Stephen Gaghan. This is the guy that won an Oscar for writing Traffic. He wrote and directed Syriana.
What they really wanted in this game, in Call of Duty Ghosts, is they wanted emotional reality. You know, they wanted these characters to feel real, to feel like real people.
Emotional reality.
So Dolittle stars, well, the main attraction here is Robert Downey Jr. obviously. Also stars Antonio Banderas, Henry Collette, who's a new young actor, Michael Sheen, Jim Broadbent, Jessie Buckley, Joanna Page from Gavin and Stacey, even though she only has a bit part role, and a whole host of voices. So I'll just read a couple off because there's too many. So we have Emma Thompson, Rami Malek, John Cena, Kumail Nanjiani, Octavia Spencer, Tom Holland, Craig Robinson, Ralph Fiennes, Selena Gomez, and Marion Cotillard is the top billed ones for this. So it follows Dr. Dolittle, obviously played by Robert Downey Jr., as he withdraws himself from human interaction and withdraws himself into his own manner with animals after the passing of his wife. And from then on, these two kids, one played by Harry Collette, who plays Stubbins. He is a kid that kind of, his whole family of hunters, they're all hunters. And he's the one kid out of the whole family, or the one boy out of the whole family who doesn't want to hunt, and he's got healing animals and looking after animals in his nature, because considering this is set in like Queen Victorian era. And then we also have Carmel Laniado, if that's how you say her name, who's the maid of honour to the Queen and becomes really good friends with Tommy. And they both turn up on Dolittle's doorstep at the same time. Stubbins to heal a squirrel he accidentally shot, and Lady Rose to get Dolittle out of his stupor to come back and essentially help out the Queen, who gave him the land that he now owns. And with the death of the Queen, he would then lose his land and lose everything with the animals. So that's kind of the setup of the movie. That happens in the first 20 minutes. That's what sets our story on a voyage. And I got to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody's giving it. I don't think the rep of this movie is as bad as everybody's saying. There is a lot of tonal shifts in this movie, is probably the best way to put it. So 1 minute we go from a really sad scene about Robert Downey Jr.'s characters, well, Dr. Dolittle's wife's death, and how he's sad and how he's setting his stupor and stuff, to putting a bagpipe out of a dragon's arse. Yes, you heard me right, pulling a bagpipe out of a dragon's ass. It also seems like Stephen Gaghan and whoever else wrote the script pulled most of the script out of their arse and all, to be totally honest. But we have such tonal whiplashes in this movie. We go from a very serious, sombre scene that kids wouldn't understand, because all in all, this is a kids' movie. Let's put it as it is. It's a kids' movie. But there's such a tonal whiplash from 1 minute, a really sad, serious scene of Robert Downey Jr. or another character, or Antonio Banderas' character. And it doesn't work. You can't go from a really serious scene and then go to a kiddie like fart joke scene or a poop joke scene or a whatever scene. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work in a movie sense, essentially. It's like I was 1 minute I was really getting into it, like when he goes out on his voyage and stuff, and all the animals. I was getting into all the animals and all the voice casts and learning to fall in love with these animals, essentially. And then you just get a poop joke or a kick in the nuts joke or a lowest common denominator humour. Like, the cinema I was in, a lot of kids did enjoy it, and I'm not surprised. It's just a fun kids movie, essentially. But I was expecting more, especially from Robert Downey Jr., who's just come off the highest grossing movie of all time in Endgame, obviously. Tom Holland's in it. They've got an absolutely stellar voice cast. Just listen to it again. Emma Thompson, absolutely fantastic actress. One of the best British actresses of the last 2 decades. Rami Malek, on a hot streak after Bohemian Rhapsody and now playing the bad guy by the looks of it in the new Bond movie. You've got John Cena, who's just about to star in Fast and Furious 9, I think it is. How many are there? Octavia Spencer, one of the best black American actresses of the last decade. Some of the movies she has been in have been absolutely fantastic, like The Help. And then she does this. And then we have Tom Holland, obviously, and Craig Robinson, who's just been in one of my favourite movies of the last year, Dolittle Is My Name. He's absolutely fantastic in that movie. Ralph Fiennes, he's just about to become in the new James Bond movie. It's just such a tonal whiplash. It goes from here to here. Robert Downey Jr., let's just talk about Dolittle for a minute. His accent is appalling. Absolutely appalling. My name's Bryn, obviously, as you can tell by the title, which, if you know Welsh culture, is a Welsh name. Part of my family are from Wales. I've grown up hearing Welsh accents. And he sounds like Tom Jones if Tom Jones' bollocks were tickling the floor. He sounds like Tom Jones if Tom Jones had a tracheotomy. It was that bad. I like Robert Downey Jr. I think he's fantastic in every single movie I've seen of his. I loved him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I love him in all the MCU movies. But man, you need to pick some better films if this is what you're going to do from now on. Honestly. The best thing about the movie is the animals. I've got to be totally honest. The animals actually carry this movie. And Stubbins, the young lad who becomes Dolittle's apprentice, is really good. He's going to have a future in acting. He's going to be one of the next British stars, along with Roman Griffin Davis and stuff. The next generation. Once they start at my age, like the 20s, they'll be the next generation. Just some really, really, really good talent just wasted. Michael Sheen, you got a Welshman to come in and play an Englishman when he could have had the Welshman play Dr. Dolittle. But honestly, I enjoyed the journey stuff. I was expecting a Pirates of the Caribbean-esque adventure movie, all tied up with some kids stuff and with the animals, but it's at its best when it's a Pirates of the Caribbean high seas, high sail adventure, until you get into the room with characters, and it just does not work. The tiger that you've seen in the trailers does not work. Ralph Fiennes has been absolutely wasted in this movie. One of the greatest British actors of the last generation. Wasted. Just everything in this movie. The best way to sum up this movie is wasted potential. I felt like they could have done a lot with this voice cast. And really, the budget as well. $175 million. Why? Who greenlit this? Who said, there you go, Stephen Gagan, go and make your movie? Whose idea was it? This just screams Hollywood excess to me, like too much money and not enough sense, and it just does not work. I do enjoy the voice cast is the best part of it, and the young lad is the best part of it, but I've had a day now to sit on this, and after watching Birds of Prey this afternoon, I've just gone, it's not good. Robert Downey Jr. and Susan Downey, you need to clash your heads together, you two, and find something better and more worthy of RDJ's talents. It's just not good at all. Cinematography wasn't that good. The score, I listen to a lot of scores, so I understand. So when I hear a good score, I add it to my list. I listen to it while I'm out and about and stuff. The score wasn't memorable, really. Antonio Banderas is only in it for about 10 minutes, if that, and he's not really that good. Jim Broadbent's wasted. the whole movie is wasted potential. So, with all that said, that's pretty much my review of this movie. If I had to give it a grade out of 10, I would more than likely give it a 4 out of 10. It does have some redeeming qualities, like I said, with the voice cast is good, even though they could have been put to better use within the movie, rather than just glorified cameos, essentially. I did like Rami Malek's Chi-Chi, the anxious gorilla, and Jesse Buckley was wasted, just done Wild Rose. So, yeah. But what did you guys think? That's more important than what I think. This is a conversation, as I always say. So, bang down in the comments below, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Were you kind of meh? Did you like the voice cast? What were the aspects you enjoyed? What were the aspects you hated? Should Robert Downey Jr. pick something better next time? Or did you perfectly enjoy it? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, ladies and gents, I'm trying to build a community here. So don't forget to hit the like button to tell me and YouTube that you enjoy this type of content. And this is the type of content I need to be making more of. It also helps push all my videos out to a wider audience, so that's very beneficial for me. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload any piece of my content. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which should be down here somewhere, at Bryn Williams YouTube. After Dolittle, and I think from now on I'm going to try and do short little reactions after I come out the cinema if I can, so check them out on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page, where you'll more than likely get updated more often than anything. That's at This Week on the Silver Screen on Facebook. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.